Today, we're journeying to 10 of the most intriguingly spooky spots on Earth. These places, brimming with tales of mystery and wonder, have intrigued countless people over the years. Is there truth to the tales, or are they just stories? Let's explore these mysteries together. So sit back, relax if you can, and let the chilling chronicles begin. Number 10. Château de Brissac, France. Step into the chilling world of Château de Brissac, a towering castle hidden in the beautiful Loire Valley of France. This isn't your average fairy tale castle. Its majestic walls hide a bone-chilling secret, a haunting mystery whispered throughout its echoing corridors. Meet the Green Lady, a ghost with a chilling tale. Once she was Charlotte, a royal's daughter, but her life was tangled in lies and betrayal. She fell in love with the wrong person, and this deadly mistake cost her life. Now, she roams these halls, her spectral form haunting the castle's chambre verte. Visitors recount the terror that strikes upon encountering her face. Where eyes, nose, and mouth should be, only black voids echo her tragic fate. Her sad cries fill the castle at night, a creepy lullaby that would keep anyone awake. And it's not just the Green Lady who haunts the castle. Eerie laughter, strange music, and the sound of rustling dresses come from empty rooms. Phantom footsteps echo in deserted corridors. The current Duke and his family know their home is haunted, and they've learned to live with it. Château de Brissac is a place where history is alive and well, and where every corner has a story to share. As you wander around, you might feel a chill as you pass a shadow that seems a little too human, hear a sigh carried on the breeze. Is it just your imagination, or is it the Green Lady? Number 9. The Ancient Ram Inn, England. Tucked within the charming English county of Gloucestershire, the Ancient Ram Inn stands as a beacon of eerie curiosity. Erected in 1145, this inn's seemingly ordinary facade veils a spine-tingling spectral world. Legend tells us that the inn is built atop a pagan burial ground, a claim that appears supported by the chilling array of ghostly occupants. The most notorious among them is the Witch of the Ram. She sought refuge here during the 1500s, only to meet her grim end, consumed by flames for her supposed witchcraft. Her restless spirit lingers in the Witch's Room, an unsettling place where the unnerving scent of burning flesh hangs heavy in the air. Joining her in this spectral ensemble are over 20 spirits, each one contributing to the inn's haunting reputation. Among them is the innocent spirit of a young girl named Rosie and the menacing incubus, whose terrifying presence sends shivers down the bravest of spines. The Ancient Ram Inn is rife with uncanny occurrences. Objects move inexplicably, temperatures drop without reason, spectral lights appear, and unseen hands reach out from the shadows. These chilling events serve as stark reminders that within these ancient walls, the line between life and death is blurred. As you step into this timeless inn, you're not just visiting a historic English building, but stepping into an eerie narrative of the unseen. The creaking floorboards might be the echoes of past inhabitants, the chilling breeze carrying whispers from the other side. Every shadow has a story, every gust of wind an ethereal sigh. Could it simply be tricks of the mind, or could it indeed be the incubus, the witch, or Rosie reaching out? Number 8. Bhangarh Fort, India. Dare to venture into the shadowed confines of Bhangarh Fort, an imposing monument nestled in the stark landscapes of Rajasthan, India. This forsaken fortress, once an emblem of grandeur, now murmurs of haunted histories and spectral curses. Centuries ago, Raja Bhagwant Das constructed this fortress, creating an architectural masterpiece. Yet it's not the grandeur that sends shivers down your spine, but the chilling narrative etched in its ruins. A narrative of enchanting Princess Ratnavati, whose beauty ignited a doomed passion in a sinister wizard named Singya. Spurned and infuriated, Singya condemned the fort with a devastating curse. Every inhabitant was fated to meet a gruesome death and be forever trapped within the fortress's walls. At sundown, the fort morphs from a historic marvel into a ghostly realm. Unsettling sounds echo from the shadowy corners, and elusive apparitions are spotted in the moonlit dark. Such is the fort's eerie reputation, even the Archaeological Survey of India prohibits entry after sunset. However, beyond the spectral lore, the fort stands as a testament to historic architecture. The crumbling royal palace, ancient temples in ruin, and deserted market squares remain frozen in time, giving glimpses of a long-gone era. Underneath the fort, secrets linger in dark, labyrinthine tunnels. Legends tell they once served as escape routes for the royals. Yet now, they stand sealed shut, as whispers of ghostly activity and unexplainable events cling to them. As you wander through the spectral scenery of Bhangarh Fort, history and mystery converge, captivating your senses. Be warned, though, as dusk nears, it's wise to leave this spectral city, unless you want to become a permanent resident, that is. Number 7. Poveglia Island, Italy. Embark on the chilling journey of Poveglia Island, a spectral sanctuary lurking amidst the tranquil waters of the Venetian lagoon. Once a bustling community, now it stands silent, its beauty marred by chilling whispers of its dark past. Poveglia Island holds a tragic history that stretches back centuries. It served as a quarantine station for ships arriving in Venice during the bubonic plague, becoming a final resting place for thousands of infected, who were hastily buried in mass graves or burned on giant pyres. Their tormented souls are said to still haunt the island, their spectral cries echoing on the wind. The air of tragedy deepened in the 20th century, when the island became home to an asylum. Rumours swirled of a doctor performing cruel experiments on patients before he was driven to madness by remorse, or some say, vengeful spirits. It is told he ended his life from the asylum's bell tower, adding another tormented soul to the island's spectral population. Today, Poveglia Island stands desolate and abandoned. Visitors are prohibited, but those few who have ventured there speak of an oppressive atmosphere, a sense of dread that permeates the air. They recount unnerving experiences, strange noises, fleeting shadows, and an eerie feeling of being watched. But beyond the spectral tales, the island offers a poignant glimpse into history. The decaying buildings, overgrown vegetation, and silent bell tower stand as somber reminders of the human stories that unfolded here. So as you peer across the Venetian lagoon towards Poveglia Island, you're not just looking at a beautiful abandoned island. You're gazing upon a place where history and horror converge, a place shrouded in mystery and haunted by tales of the past, where every ripple in the lagoon seems to murmur of spectral secrets. Do you dare to cross the ominous waters that surround it, the mirror to its haunted soul? Number 6. The Catacombs, France. Begin your descent into the underworld of Paris, France, a chilling voyage beneath the city's charming boulevards and romantic allure. Welcome to the Paris Catacombs, a spectral labyrinth that lies deep beneath the City of Lights. Born out of necessity in the late 18th century, these catacombs were created to address the city's overflowing cemeteries. Paris officials opted for an eerie solution, shifting the bones of the deceased into abandoned limestone quarries. Today, the tunnels stretch over 200 miles, their chilling corridors filled with the carefully arranged remains of more than 6 million souls. Your journey into the catacombs is a haunting immersion into silence, disrupted only by the distant echoes of your own footsteps. The neatly stacked skulls and bones form a morbid mosaic that lines the walls, their empty eye sockets seeming to watch as you traverse the dimly lit passages. Each bone carries a tale of life and death, whispering secrets of Parisian history that remain just out of reach. Legend has it that the catacombs are not just a resting place for the dead, but also a haunt for spectral entities. Visitors and workers alike recount eerie experiences, the feeling of being touched, whispers in the ear, or catching fleeting shadows out of the corner of their eye. Some even say they've heard the walls murmuring in hushed voices, as if the souls entombed here still have stories to tell. Stop! This is the Empire of the Dead, a daunting proclamation that marks the entrance, setting the tone for your unsettling expedition. Will you tune into these whispers that echo through the shadows? Are you prepared to step into the Empire of the Dead and listen to the eerie hum of the catacombs? Number 5. Hoia Baciu Forest, Romania. Immerse yourself in the chilling tale of Hoia Baciu Forest, a mesmerizing woodland shrouded in mystery as dense as its leafy canopy. While it may seem like any other forest, it conceals a world of puzzling wonders that challenge our perception of reality. Hoia Baciu has the unsettling reputation of being compared to the infamous Bermuda Triangle. Its eerie standing originates from the disappearance of a shepherd and his 200 sheep, who ventured into the forest and were never seen again. This unnerving event was just the start of a series of strange happenings that have since become part of the forest's ghostly folklore. Visitors speak of unsettling experiences, unexplained fear, sudden waves of sickness, and a creepy feeling of being watched by invisible beings. Electronic devices malfunction mysteriously, while ghostly apparitions add an extra layer of fear to the forest's already intimidating character. The mystery intensifies with regular reports of flying objects illuminating the sky. These claimed sightings, together with the forest's strange energy and puzzling phenomena, have turned it into a magnet for fans of the paranormal and alien investigators. At the center of the forest lies an enigma that defies understanding, a nearly perfect circular clearing where no trees grow. Compasses spin without direction in this area, refusing to point north, while the fertile soil remains inexplicably empty. This clear space in the woods is believed by many to be a hotbed of supernatural energy, possibly even a gateway to other worlds. Number 4. The Winchester Mystery House, USA. Brace yourself for the puzzling chronicle of the Winchester Mystery House, a captivating mansion that reigns over San Jose, California, with an air of fascination as intricate as its labyrinthine architecture. What might seem like an extravagant manor to the unacquainted observer is, in reality, a web of enigmas that defy the conventional limits of design and sanity. Winchester Mystery House owes its existence to Sarah Winchester, heir to the Winchester firearms fortune. Plagued by the sorrow of personal losses and guilt of lives claimed by Winchester rifles, Sarah found herself entrapped in an unusual quest to appease the restless spirits of those victims. Driven by advice from a medium, she believed the only way to evade these spirits was to build and to never stop. And build she did. For 38 relentless years, she supervised the construction of an architectural marvel that grew to encompass 160 rooms, including 40 bedrooms, 2 ballrooms, and even seance rooms. But the eccentricities didn't end with its sheer size. Staircases that lead to ceilings, doors that open to walls, and rooms built within rooms turn this mansion into an enigmatic maze designed to confuse the vengeful spirits. Visitors speak of a surreal sensation, an echo of Sarah's frantic endeavour, unexplained cold spots, doors that slam shut on their own, strange sounds in the silence of the night, and fleeting reflections in the mirrors. Sarah's obsessive pursuit of architectural chaos appears to have infused the mansion with a life of its own. Amid the chaotic design, one room stands out, the Blue Room, or the Seance Room, where Sarah would supposedly communicate with the spirits each night, seeking guidance for her next construction venture. This room, with only one entrance but 3 exits, is said to be the pulsating heart of the house's supernatural activity. The Winchester Mystery House, once a personal sanctuary, now stands as an enigma for the world to marvel at. Are you ready to lose yourself in its convoluted corridors and perhaps encounter the spectral occupants who never left? Number 3. The Island of the Dolls, Mexico. Get ready for the intriguing tale of the Island of the Dolls, a spooky spot tucked away in the Xochimilco canals of Mexico City. At first, it may look like a peculiar playground, but it hides a spine-tingling story of a man's unique tribute to a lost spirit. Don Julian Santana Barrera, the island's lone caretaker, discovered a drowned girl in the canal decades ago. Haunted by her untimely demise, he dedicated his life to honoring her spirit in an unusual way, by hanging dolls from the trees. He believed that these dolls, collected from the canals and nearby trash, would appease the girl's restless spirit and protect the island from further tragedy. However, these aren't ordinary dolls. Time and weather have warped them into grotesque versions of their former selves. Their eyes missing, faces smeared with grime, and limbs twisted in unnatural ways, they hang in ghostly silence from the trees, quiet witnesses to the island's sorrowful tale. Visitors to the island often recount an oppressive atmosphere, a sense of being watched by countless glassy eyes. The wind seems to carry whispers of the dolls, while the rustle of leaves sounds eerily like soft giggles. Some visitors have even reported the dolls moving or blinking, their lifeless forms seemingly imbued with a semblance of life. At the core of this doll-covered landscape, there's a cozy cabin, absolutely packed with dolls of all kinds. This was where Don Julian lived. This spot seems to capture the island's spine-tingling aura best. The dolls, with their unblinking eyes, seem to keep a watch over every nook and cranny, their silence a stark symbol of the island's tragic history. As we close the chapter of the dolls, we leave you with an image that's hard to forget. Its silent inhabitants eager to share their story. The question is, are you prepared to look at them and listen to what they have to say? Number 2. The Tower of London, England. Get ready for the intriguing tale of the Tower of London, an imposing castle in the heart of the city. Though it might look like a historical artifact, it holds a haunting story as tangled as its maze-like halls and towering spires. Built by William the Conqueror in 1078, the Tower of London has silently watched the intense power struggles played out within its walls. It's been a royal palace, a jail, a treasury, and even a zoo. But under its practical disguise, there's a dark history tinged with the pain of those who once walked its corridors. The tower has seen a lot of royal sadness, from queens who lost their heads to princes who just disappeared. 3 famous ghosts are often talked about in the tower. One is Anne Boleyn, who was once King Henry VIII's wife, but was sadly executed there. The others are 2 brothers, Edward V and Richard of York. These young princes vanished under mysterious circumstances, and many believe they were killed right in their own rooms. Visitors often share that they've experienced unusual occurrences. They feel like they're not alone, or suddenly get cold. Some even say they hear quiet whispers, the sound of old-fashioned dresses moving, or imagine a ghostly line of people walking to the execution site. Among all these apparitions, one stands out, the White Lady of the White Tower. She's often seen by a window, waving to spectators, her sad eyes and sweet perfume leaving a lasting memory on those lucky or unlucky enough to see her. Number 1. The Myrtles Plantation, USA. As we wrap up our journey, we come to the Myrtles Plantation. It's a big, beautiful southern house that's as nice to look at as it is spooky. It might seem like a lovely piece of history from the Old South, but behind its pretty outside, it's hiding secrets that would give anyone the chills. The Myrtles Plantation, dating back to 1796, carries a rich yet unsettling history. It's not just the past that's alive here, it's said to be one of America's most haunted homes. With an alleged 10 ghosts in residence, the Myrtles Plantation is filled with tales that seep into the air as thickly as the southern humidity. One chilling tale revolves around the ghost of Chloe, a former slave. As the story goes, Chloe was punished by her master for eavesdropping, resulting in the loss of her ear. Seeking revenge, Chloe baked a birthday cake laced with a deadly poison, a toxic brew made from oleander leaves. However, her plan tragically backfired, leading to the death of his wife and 2 daughters. Chloe was eventually hung by her fellow slaves, and it's believed her remorseful spirit still roams the property. But Chloe's spectre is just one of many. Phantom children have been seen and heard playing in the rooms in the expansive grounds. Some guests recount being awakened by an unseen hand, only to see the ghostly figures of children standing by their beds, giggling before vanishing into thin air. Even the mirror in the main hall holds its own chilling tale. It's said to hold the trapped spirits of those poisoned, their faces occasionally appearing in the glass. Even amidst the chilling tales of ghostly children and the sorrowful Chloe, there lurks another entity within the plantation, the elusive, bone-chilling, unknown Confederate soldier. This ghostly figure, believed to be a wounded or lost Civil War soldier desperately seeking refuge, has been seen wandering around the plantation. Forever trapped in a futile quest for sanctuary, he roams the grounds in his torn uniform. As you venture through the plantation, a sudden drop in temperature might sweep over you. A whisper may brush past your ear, and the faint aroma of oleander may fill your nostrils, all gentle reminders that you are not alone. If you've enjoyed our journey together and would like to show some support, a like and a subscribe would absolutely make my day. Which tale did you like the most? Let me know down in the comments. Farewell, brave souls. Keep safe, and I will see you in the next chilling chronicle.